matrix. Sure, the truth is persecuted. This whole world is pure abusive. Know a bit about everything and everything about nothing. Figured out my noggin while you picture out shopping. You sit about watching while I dish it out. Stop it, I don't mean to sound cocky, I'm not even proud of it. It's a second nature to me just to be this out honest. I don't even need to sound honest, never been about profit. Everything but out on it, you can bet your house on it. Doubt I'll be out for the count when the sounds, and I'm down for the beat, no beat down. I mean, how long's it been? Help me out. I've been the only one who's held me down. All in the mind, hell freeze now. Still sick with it, hell see how. A few bars down and the world freaked out. I don't reach out, I seek out to speak out. I'ma recount the reasons they beat out.
Welcome to the 509 Divine Pies Podcast. I'm your host, Joseph Pena, and it is December 29th, 2024. And hey, man, I hope you guys have had a wonderful year. I know I've had a all right year. You know, it's been like a roller coaster, I'll be honest. The start was hot, the middle was just whatever, and then I picked it up again, started getting hot, and it's like I'm picking up momentum heading into 2025, and I hope that you guys have your goals and everything prioritized. You know, make sure you got your P's and Q's down, and you got your, X's crossed, your T's crossed, whatever. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying. I'm for real about it, because like we see life's moving really fast. And like instant connectivity, like, is at a whole new level. Amazon Prime is at a whole new level. You know, you get something here within 8 hours, 24 hours. Amazon is the real deal. And it's like that with everything, all these social media apps. You're connecting with people all across the world. And literally, you can like talk to someone in another continent and see their whole Instagram, and then purchase a plane ticket that same day, and like literally just be in a whole new world. And it's wild, because like it's just gonna keep on getting faster. And so that means our goals and our actions got to keep on getting faster. We got to stay lit, we got to stay ready, we got to stay moving and grooving and zooming, you know what I mean? Like, stay real about it too. Like, keep your family on point, keep yourself on point, keep your life on point. All right, guys, I hope you guys are having a wonderful night. Like, subscribe, and share. Tell everybody around that this is going down. And if you guys would look down below, there are some links depending on what social media platform you are watching on. There's Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, Rumble. I don't even know what else. YouTube, Spotify. There's all sorts of platforms out there. Depending on the platform, there are different things down below, so you can see the different links. There's donation places. There's coupon codes that you can check out, all sorts of different companies that are affiliated with me. And there's social media links. You can check out my other social medias, 509 Divine Pines on all platforms. And tonight we're just going to go ahead and brush through some news and some first things first. Everyone talks about smelly side, shitty side, smelly side. It stinks because all the cows and manures. But now it's like even worse. It's like dirty side. It's like, we can't even trust the juices out there in Sunnyside, because year after year it almost seems like these juices in Sunnyside just keep on getting dirtier. And so what I'm gonna do is bring up the link so you guys can see, and while I go ahead and read along why Sunnyside is no longer just shitty side, it is just dirty side. Not I I don't mean to just cap on it. It's just I'm sorry, guys. Everybody in the 509, you know what I'm saying. Look, so here just locally recently, December 19th, Sunnyside woman pleads guilty to food safety violations in fruit juice manufacturing. The primary owner of the now defunct fruit juice manufacturing Valley Processing in Sunnyside pleaded guilty this week to 2 misdemeanor charges related to the manufacture and sale of tainted fruit juice products. 83-year-old Marianne Bleasner and VAPI admitted to that they failed to register a food facility known as the Grape Road Facility with the FDA. Bleasner and VPI used the Grape Road Facility to store earlier season's unsold grape juice concentrate, sometimes for years, in large concentrate vats that were not properly covered or cooled. FDA investigators later learned that the vats and observed grape juice concentrate that testing later confirmed was contaminated with bird and rodent feces, fur, insects, decaying remains of animals, mold, yeast, and other contaminants. That is so nasty. I almost threw up in my brain. That is so disgusting. FDA inspectors also observed and photographed a live rat walking across the hardened crust that had formed on top of the grape juice concentrate. You got to be joking, bro. How do they get away with this? So no one said anything. What they give them a raise if they stayed quiet about this? Oh my god! Sorry about that. I was previewing the audio back. Um, Ew, disgusting. All right. So FDA investigators later learned about the vats and observed grape juice concentrates that are testing. Oh wait, okay, my bad. Sorry. Blazner and her company, Valley Processing, produced juice in filthy and unsafe conditions, mislabeled that product, and then sold it to the National School Lunch Program that serves low-income school children. So they were selling juice that was filled with rat and contaminated feces and rodent stuff to the schools. They should be, yeah, held with felonies. School children deserve safe and nutritious food. Nothing is more important than the health and safety of our children, U.S. Attorney Vanessa Waldorf says. I commend the excellent work by investigators with the FDA administration and prosecutors in the office who uncovered and stopped this conduct. Bleasner and VPI will face a sentence hearing on March 26, 2025. Man, they also agreed to pay a criminal amount of $742,139. Holy sheesh. Let's see. Yeah, so this might be exactly related to this. So this was in 2020. Yeah, this is it. So this is actually a fall. All right, this was the first article. All right, 4 years ago this started. Um, who Valley Processing Inc. and its owner Mary Blisner agreed to a permanent injunction barring the company from producing any more fruit juice until steps are taken to ensure sanitization in the Sunnyside plant and prevent contamination from inorganic arsenic and a chemical caused by mold on fruit. Huh. Because what the whole deal was is that the school children's juices were being found to have too much arsenic and it came from here. So there was a whole deal about this having too much arsenic, and then now she got in trouble because the mold was on the arsenic. But then they even later discovered it wasn't just that, it was the whole plant was messed up with nasty mold and rodents and feces and that's why I really never trusted the school foods. Never, never, never. We're gonna go forward. Check this one out, guys. This is gonna be interesting. So, AI is a big deal. Well, this guy breaks down a cool little video on possibilities. Let me pull it up for you guys with audio.
Like, this isn't a computer bot that was created. Scientists might have just created consciousness by growing brains in a jar and connecting them to a computer made from.
So pretty much, scientists have made a brain through stem cells and human tissues, and I'm not too sure exactly what, but this is its own artificial intelligence. It started becoming alive and conscious. So they're what do they call it? They call it a cyborg. See, robots have an artificial intelligence that are inorganic, which means they're like metal and ceramic and things that are not flesh or blood. But cyborgs are like self-conscious beings that are made of organic materials like flesh and tissue and blood, and it's not necessarily like grown from a natural man, and woman procreation, but like a possible IVF or possible, you know, who knows what, the petri dish. Watch this. A human brain is being grown in a dish by scientists through tissue, and it becomes conscious.
From stem cells that were stimulated in a special way to form neural tissue, which grew and eventually formed structures and even brainwave activities similar to that of a premature human baby. They then hooked up this brain into a computer, connecting it into a virtual world where it learned to play Pong completely from scratch. I want you to realize what this means. Like, this isn't a computer bot that was pre-programmed to know exactly how to play the game. That's easy. It's an organic brain that they grew themselves that was given Pong with no instructions, and it just taught itself how to play, which is honestly nothing new. That's just AI, but this is organic AI, which happens to learn quicker and is also more energy efficient than traditional AI. It learned to play Pong in about 10 to 15 rallies, when a regular computer AI would take around 5,000. Albeit the computer AI can simulate those 5,000 rallies much quicker, but that takes a lot more computing power, which is sort of our main bottleneck with AI at the moment. Energy. This is organoid intelligence. Take human brain cells, grow them in a petri dish, and then use computers to train them just like AI. Naturally, there are ethical concerns rising as there is surmounting evidence showing us that these are conscious, like a human. Even the scientists working on it themselves admit these organoids are sentient. They took it a step further and tested out these organoid brains inside real physical robots, feeding them the sensory input of everything the robot experiences. And since the computer chip running it is organic brain matter, this technically, by definition, is a cyborg. Then there are companies like Final Spark that let you rent server space on these organoid brains, which essentially act like organic CPUs. You can even see live streams of the brain computers you're renting out. And now this next part right here, what they're doing here might actually prove simulation theory. So they have this virtual butterfly simulation that's controlled by the organoid brains, meaning the brains feel and experience everything the butterflies do. Again, the brains weren't trained or programmed how to be a butterfly. Just like they did with Pong, they were just fed the sensory feelings of being butterflies and kind of figured out themselves how to flap their wings and just exist. Much the same way you weren't pre-programmed to walk or talk. You experienced sensory inputs in the forms of sight, sounds, touch, and learned, taught yourself along the way. This is an organic brain being fed computer data to make it believe it actually exists in a simulated world, and it's also likely sentient. This company essentially just created the matrix for butterflies, and its consciousness is available for you to rent out. And when no one's using it, it still just continues to exist with no human interaction whatsoever. If the brains really are conscious, as the scientists suggest, they're not going to know they're this organoid computer brain in a lab hooked up to a virtual simulation. They're going to believe that they really are that butterfly. If that's the case, what's stopping all of us from being our own organoid brains in some lab in a different dimension? Meaning this, everything we see and experience right now is our own simulation that we've been plugged into, except we're not butterflies, we're humans. And everything we do, every decision we make is not by our own free will, but by some, I don't know, fifth dimensional entity renting server space in our brains. Just the same way this Final Spark neural platform lets us do. And when we sleep, maybe our idle brain computational power is used for other purposes, which we experience as dreams. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there. You gotta sleep tonight. Are we really brain organoids existing in our own petri dishes, connected to and experiencing a fully virtual simulated world? Because we just pulled it off. And according to simulation theory, if we're capable of creating virtual simulated realities, then chances are we're already living in one.
Yeah, man. That's some food for thought right there. Because of what we're doing currently with science, I mean, what if someone far much greater and older hasn't already done that? Yeah, it's just an idea. But let's go forward. Let's go down just a little bit. So check out this small. I can only play a few parts of it, but this well, maybe not. I don't know. Let's check it out.
Millions die, biggest profit of their lives. Here's inflation, that's your prize. This is karma.
So yeah, this girl made a Carmageddon song. She lost her management because she refused to change the lyrics about how The system is rigged, and yeah, she pretty much lost her record label contract and stuff and all that. Interesting. She's speaking up, and she's making a catchy tune. Her name is Aya May. I've barely heard about her today, and I barely heard about the song, but the song seems all right. Carmageddon.
They're deleting Epstein connections off of Wikipedia right now. I was working on something for a little documentary today. They're deleting Epstein connections off of Wikipedia right now. I was working on something for a little documentary today, and went to go and look at Bill Clinton's Wikipedia page to get the number of times he flew on Epstein's plane. And it turns out that Epstein is only mentioned one time on Bill Clinton's Wikipedia page. And it's in the footnotes in reference to Jennifer Epstein, Clinton family speeches, netted as much as $26 million. Excuse me? So I went to the Wayback Machine and found out when did they delete all of this. Because it used to mention Epstein 47 different times. Because there used to be a whole section about his relationship with Jeffrey Epstein, which was, shall we say, extensive. And so it turns out, sometime on July 22nd, someone deleted all of Bill Clinton's connections to Jeffrey Epstein from Wikipedia. And ever since July 22nd of this year, no Wikipedia editor has saw fit to change that. That is despite numerous witnesses extensively documenting Bill Clinton's friendship with Epstein and his indulgence in the services. That is despite Bill Clinton threatening news publications for talking about it. Bill Clinton being photographed numerous times with his buddy. Bill Clinton being photographed with girls. Jeffrey Epstein literally had this painting of Bill Clinton in his apartment. Can't imagine what that means, but it's just weird timing. Why do you think Bill Clinton is having his Epstein section deleted from Wikipedia right now?
Yeah, I bet Hillary and Bill and Obama and all them they're definitely trying to save themselves as much as they can. I'm sure, just funnily, let's just say in like 5 years, 10 years, or something, you'll see Obama's history about his drone strikes all be deleted. You'll never see that he had caused drone strikes over there in the East. Yeah, but no, let's go forward. I guess all across the nation, we are experiencing chemical fogs and thick, lingering chemical fog and light blanket, an agitated blanket, and people are reporting that it doesn't look natural, doesn't feel natural. It seems people are getting sick when it comes around. They're coughing more. They're feeling like it's very agitated, like a chemical. Well, here, let's check these out. That's so they can tell you more.
Looks like it's conclusive. Fog.
Come on. There we go. FogVid 24.
Looks like it's conclusive. FogVid 24 is a real thing. The previous video is going viral. If you go and read the comment section, everybody's saying they were completely fine. They didn't feel anything coming on. But then as soon as they went out in this fog, whatever it is, they got a sore throat. They had to go to bed. They couldn't sleep. They were bunged up. They had migraines. They lost all their energy. And not only them, everyone in the household. There's mums reporting on it saying all the kids are ill. We've got people in Kentucky, we've got people in Sweden, we've got people in Finland, all reporting the same thing. The fog has made them sick. And you know, it's scenarios like this that always have an adverse effect. Whatever they're doing in the skies, whatever they're spraying, whatever this fog is, they're obviously doing it for a reason, but it is going to wake people up. People have had enough. They're sick of being poked. They're sick of being prodded. They're sick of poison in the air and poison in the food, poison in the milk, poison in the minds. We're being pummeled in more ways we can imagine to demoralise us over a period of time. So when things get to a critical point and everyone's screaming out for a saviour, the government's going to be there. But they were the ones that created the problem in the first place.
All right. So it's crazy foggy right now. But that's not the weird part. Okay. Like, number one, it's weird because as it gets later in the day, fog should lighten, dissipate. And it's really not. But the weirdest part is the taste and smell. It smells like after you set off a bunch of fireworks, and like the taste of the air is, I mean, the only word I can think of is toxic. It's super weird. And so I'm going for my walk, and it's kind of worrying me a little bit. Let me know if you guys are experiencing something like that. That's weird. Yeah, I mean, it smells not right. And I'm 41. I've been through fog. This is something different. Let me know if you guys are experiencing something like that.
All right, there's one more video. Yeah, even over here, I have noticed that there's been a lot more fog, and it just doesn't seem right. I mean, it hasn't been getting me sick, or it's weird. I was super sick right after Thanksgiving. That's when the fog kind of started. Oh wow! Oh snap! And when I went to the doctor about it, she's like, "Yeah, I've really been seeing this a lot lately." Huh. And she literally told me, she's like, "This is a real common thing over the last week or two. A lot of people are saying the exact same things." And I was just like, huh. Very interesting. And this is the first time I've seen these videos, really. Just today, earlier today. Let's check this one out right here. This is in Florida. Yeah, it's definitely no fog, man. There's definitely no fog. But then when you have organizations and big time corporations and trillion-dollar families and agencies and military contractors who are willing to go ahead and do some type of chemical warfare and research just to put it on the stat board that A, this works, B, this doesn't work. Yeah, man, you gotta realize like this is gonna happen, especially with the way technology is being so rapid. Man, check this out here. The CIA was paying people off to bury the lab leak information, all from the start of this CV, disease that started in 2020, 2019. Check this out for Dr. Fauci. You better take a shot. Better take it
Fox
now.
News alert. New evidence has just surfaced tying Dr. Anthony Fauci to the CIA's cover-up of COVID-19. Last week, a whistleblower claimed the CIA was paying people off to bury the lab leak theory. And now this from the House committee investigating the pandemic origins. Quote, Dr. Fauci was escorted into Central Intelligence Agency, CIA headquarters, without a record of entry and participated in the analysis to influence the agency's review. The committee is now ordering HHS to hand over documents detailing all of Fauci's movements during the pandemic in and out of CIA-controlled sites. Fox News alert, new evidence.
Yo, Dr. Fauci's like one of those dudes who you find in a James Bond movie. And what's funny is that they are making brand new James Bond movies. And what's crazier is that in the James Bond movies, there's actually people like Dr. Fauci, and it's not even him. It's just like people like him. And what's wild is that even the director have about like all the all the 007 movies. Yeah, the director had said that it was based on political people and war people, so he was basing all the characters on real people. And it's just man, dude, this guy's infiltrated the CIA, checked out their work just so he knew what was happening. Crazy. Holy, I do not doubt that Fauci actually probably goes to prison. If he doesn't, he's one lucky man. Uh, so Dr. Fauci was escorted into the CIA headquarters without a record of entry and participated in the analysis to influence the agency's review of the COVID-19 origins probe. So before anybody even knew that, holy shit. Dr. Fauci was first there in the CIA telling, hey, no, this is where I think it was from, blah, 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 before everybody found out about the real gain of function research that started back in like 2016, 15, 17, something like that. And they had to move it. They had to move it to Wuhan. Crazy. Oh, man. Yep. All right. That's what do they say? To the gulag. I guess North Carolina still looks pretty bad, real bad after the hurricanes, which were like completely cloud seeded. But yeah, Jim Lee will tell you more about that one. This is North Carolina still in some of the places. Dozens of cities, I bet, still look like this. Unbelievable. How many months ago is this? That's crazy. Okay, check this out. And just to show you that people are still working hard to uncover what's happened on the other side of the world in Hawaii, right? Because let's not forget about our in Maui and Lahaina. Check this out. Local police are even saying something.
Yeah, it's the whole area, even down there, so no media or nothing, yeah?
You ever seen anything like this before?
Not this bad.
Like, just open the hood. You want to see underneath? It's.
So the question we're just asking is like, how could this car get this hot with grass? A little grass fire. It didn't jump. That grass is good. There's even a bunch of grass down there that's good.
Look under the hood.
How could you melt? Dude, this is like Star Wars kind of stuff right here.
Yeah, it's. What's strange is like the windshield melted over the shifting, the linkage. I mean, it was like 1,220 for aluminum. But in the back you can see it liquefied, so that's about 1,500.
How could that thing get hot enough from a little bit of grass? How could that get so hot?
The cast
on a little bit of grass. It didn't even burn the grass down there.
I mean, you can take
in your brain logically, without knowing any science, nothing about temperatures, campfires. How could that melt aluminum and tires and steel-braided brake lines when there's nothing around?
If you could just guess,
sitting here on the side of this road.
I wasn't here. Well, you don't have to be here. Just look.
Even if you torch a car, I don't think you can melt aluminum.
Okay, so
where the fire was.
If I said I'll give you 10 grand to burn a car like that, what would you need?
I wouldn't even take the money.
You know what I mean?
That's you going Joe and me going Joe.
No, but say it's at a tow yard where it's a scrap car. Not somebody's car, but like the what's that show where they do? What's that show where they?
That's in the burn.
Where like they do the experiments. That's called where they test everything. It's the red hair guy.
The red roof house. That thing's getting famous.
You know what I'm talking about? Where they reenact everything just to prove it wrong or prove it right. No, it's like almost like a comedy show. It's a redheaded guy.
I mean, I don't want to sound like crazy, but I feel like this is like.
But that's what I meant. It's like that's the way I look at stuff.
He's talking about Mythbusters.
I've got scientists telling me that it's like this breaks science as we know it. And this one, to me,
it's two guys that do the show.
There's nothing around.
I mean, they do like dark guns, and they do. It's like, and they show like clips on Hollywood, and then they prove it that it's like bullshit. Oh, the Mythbusters. Yeah, Mythbusters.
We respect you guys.
Yeah, so this oh, you guys know
sheriff because you guys are sworn to protect the Constitution. So thank you. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you guys.
Yeah. Oh shit. The police officers there were willing to listen to him. This next clip is on my Twitter, but yeah, I'll probably get flagged if I play that. On YouTube, you guys need to go check out Trapalore Ross. He created a 4-hour documentary, and it is crazy because what they're saying about him and King Von and that whole Chicago drill rap scene up there, it's wicked. Trapalore Ross goes in and he has hours worth of documentary saying a whole bunch of stuff that you know, they're all saying in their own songs and music and albums, so it's out in the open. It's just, you gotta go check it out. I ain't gonna lie. Check this out right here. So this is the Illuminati card game. Have you guys ever heard about this? And if you guys haven't,
Dorime, interrimo ad appare dorime. Ameno, ameno, lanciremo, dorime. Ameno, o mandare imperavi, ameno. Dimere, martiremo, ameno. O manare imperavi, monare, ameno, o manare imperavi, monare, ameno. Ameno, dorime.
so that's a real card game from 1994, and the person who made it was definitely working with the occult. And what's crazy is that it shows you many things that are for the future or like have been happening over the last I don't know, 30 years since this game came out. Things have been happening that the cards had said, and it's crazy because it's, you know, the Illuminati. So what they are doing is definitely a revolution of the method with this, where they're showing you things that they're responsible for in cards, but way before, like, it's a plan. So that way it's up to you to either stop it or, well, guess what? They're not responsible. I mean, they're not so much responsible. Pretty much, they're trying to ease the responsibility. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty wild. Kind of like this. You know, many people had seen this. This one doesn't. This one cook with most people's brains for a second. I'll just leave that there. I like to say some pretty good film editing. I'm just gonna say that. All right. Moving forward. Let's go forward. So, the Department of Justice sues CVS for allegedly filling illegal prescriptions, helping fuel the opioid crisis. CVS pharmacy is being sued by the Department of Justice. Yes, for real. CVS, which is in the U.S., has 9,000 pharmacies across the country, is accused of knowingly filling prescriptions for controlled substances that lacked a legitimate medical purpose, that were not valid and or not issued in the usual course of a professional practice. The complaint unsealed Wednesday in the District of Rhode Island. Among a large number of illegal prescriptions the CVS allegedly filled for prescriptions for dangerous and excessive quantities of opioids, early pills of opioids, and Trinity prescriptions. Trinity prescriptions are a dangerous abuse cocktail of drugs made up of an opioid, a benzodiazepine, which is a depressant, and a muscle relaxant. In a statement emailed to USA Today, CVS spokesperson said, "We have cooperated with the DOJ's investigation for more than 4 years, and we strongly disagree with the allegations and false narrative within the complaint. We will defend ourselves vigorously against the misguided federal lawsuit, which follows on the heels of years of litigation over the issues by state and local governments, claims that have already been largely resolved by a global agreement with the participating state attorneys general." According to the U.S. Attorney's Office, CVS also allegedly filled quantities of prescriptions for controlled substances within a prescriber. It knew participated in pill mill practices. Pill mills are illegal on-site pharmacies that prescribe large number of controlled substances to patients who do not need them for any medication or purpose. Oh, snap. So pretty much they're running a drug ring. Yeah, no, I'm playing. I'm joking about that. They were just selling a whole bunch of pills illegally and slyfully, like, well, I know you're slanging them, but here you go. It's like crazy. Okay, especially how much damage pills do. We are seeing that the pills are the worst thing that people can be addicted to. Well, one of the worst, of course. Yeah, you get the message. Although CVS had substantial evidence from multiple sources, including its own pharmacists and internal data, the pharmacy ignored that its stores were dispensing illegal prescriptions. When lives are destroyed or lost to opioid abuse, it doesn't matter if the supplier is a street dealer, a pill mill, or a nationwide corporation, says U.S. Attorney America Justice D. Aber. Yeah. Now that's one for America. She feels like nations. She's saving the nation. Yes. This is in the Eastern District of Virginia. Our laws regarding the dispensing of opioids and other controlled substances are clear and apply to everyone. That's actually something I support, though. The opioid pandemic is it's pretty bad. So, like, she's doing a good thing, I guess. Like, CVS should even be held responsible. Because, what if it's one of the top guys, They're over there. Ooh, what happened? What happened to the page? My bad. Home. Oh, I see why. Duh. Uno momento, mi compadres. So there you go. So you guys can see. You can see clearly now the page is up. Donate to 509 Divine Pines Cash App. CVS has millions to pay. Dun, 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 dun. So let's go forward now. Yeah. There are, I don't want to get flagged, but maybe yeah, so Trump vows US will only recognize male and female after day one executive order to end the transgender lunacy at a MAGA conference in Arizona on Sunday. He said he will sign an executive order to stop the transgender lunacy. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say for my channel gets burned alive. Hung. Next up, BBC. The U.S. town where it's law to own a gun. Yeah. Look at this guy. He got plenty of guns, and he got justice and order too. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, of course. Kennesaw, Georgia, has all the small town fixings one might imagine in the American South. That's the smell of baked biscuits, gravy, whiskey, wafting from the honeysuckle biscuits and bakery, and the rumble of a nearby railroad town. the kind of place where newlyweds leave hammered and thank you cards and coffee shop praising the cozy atmosphere. But it's another aspect of Kennesaw that some might find surprising. The city law from the 1980s that legally requires residents to own guns and ammo. It's not like you go around wearing it in your head, but like Wild Wild West and Derek Easterin, the town's 3-term mayor and self-described retired Navy guy. We're not going to knock your door down your door or say, let me see your weapons. Kennesaw's gun law plainly states in order to provide for and protect the safety, security, and general welfare of the city and its inhabitants, every head of the household residing in city limits is required to maintain a firearm together with ammunition. How's that accent? It's like kind of like a southern draw. It's over there, east southern, east, kind of like Georgia, Virginia, Tennessee, Mississippi, little bit. So to Mayor Eastling's knowledge, so pretty much it's a law from the mayor and from the city that you must own a gun in your household to maintain the general welfare of your house and the city and everyone around and inhabitants. So you must have a firearm and ammunition. Ooh, the lefties must hate these. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I mean, the people who were for Beetle O'Rourke, I think, right? Wasn't that guy's? He wanted to take the AKs and everything. I want to take your guns over there. Yeah, I think it was down south too. Beto O'Rourke, yeah, if I remember correctly, over in Texas. I remember that. He would hate this place. He would definitely hate this place. That's pretty interesting. I want to go check that place out. That'd be cool. Everyone's just walking around with a pistol or has one at least and has a shotty, keeping it safe. Patrons eating pepperoni slices at the local pizza parlor will pros. If anything, criminals need to be concerned because if they break into your home and you're there, they don't know what you got. I mean, unless they're from the city. But at that point, if you're from the city and you know every single person or every single house, how about that? Every single house has a gun. You're not gonna rob a house, by no means. That I would say that city might have the lowest crime rating, just by guess. It just has an insanely low crime rating. That's a cool city. I'll be honest. Oh, check it out. So there were no murders in 2023. But there were 2 gun suicides. Oh, dang. So, the First Baptist Church groundskeeper Blake Weatherby, uh, believes that it's the attitude behind the guns here in Kennesaw that keep the gun crimes down, not the guns. So pretty much it's instilled inside of the city and societies of towns members that they're all there to protect each other. Kind of like how every city should be around the world. Imagine that. Imagine if every city was like, hey, we have to have a gun in order to protect ourselves, protect our neighbors, protect our city, our nation when times become hard. If that was instituted in their bill, monthly bill, where that'd be crazy. I don't know, that'd be wild, and, I guess people would really think about it in a different way, and it'd just be completely different in the whole world. Violence wouldn't be a thing. They said that there's no murders, right? And there's hardly any violence. Oh, hey, man, that sounds like a win, especially in 2024. You kidding me? I mean, speaking about Chicago earlier, LA. Sheesh, dude, all these other cities out here, it doesn't even matter where you at these days. A lot of these cities are crazy with the way that they're murdering people out here. left and right. It sucks. It sucks. It sucks. People don't want to fight anymore with their fists. People don't even know how to handle situations and conflicts with safe words. Everyone just wants to ramp it up to 10. Oh yeah, you looked at me funny. Let's go. Let's get it on. Oh yeah, your team stinks. Oh yeah, you're dead. Yeah, it's like whoa, dude. It's like, geez, bro. We're just wearing another jersey. It's like, man, get out of here. Like it's gotten worse. Oh yeah, you like my girl's pictures on Instagram? Oh yeah, I see you're dead. It's like, oh, it's crazy. It's crazy. People don't know how to be friends. People don't even know how to talk. People don't even care about school, and everyone's got caught up in that violence at the rap game and all that. All that Hollywood stuff is producing. It's real bad. It's real bad right now. You know, you see what's going on with it. It needs a cleanup, and hopefully it's in the next like 5 years. It should be cleaned up. Yeah. So let's let's check this out. I think it says in early 1980s. That's when they passed a law that they needed to have a gun ownership. Oh, so this wasn't the first city. So Morton Grave, Illinois became the first US city to wait, what? Hold on, I read that backwards. I apologize. Dude, in the 1980s, Morton Grove, Illinois became the first city to ban gun ownership, and quickly after, Kennesaw reversed it and became the first city to require it. Okay, there we go. So, Morton Grave, Illinois bans gun ownership. That's pretty wild. Then, I wouldn't feel safe living there. You can't even defend yourself if people come in with bats or knives or torches or anything. You know, I guess people still have Molotovs and stuff. You wouldn't be able to defend yourself with a gun. You'd have to rely on like a bow and arrow or something. Yeah, let me go ahead and pull out my quiver and my bow and make sure my string's strong and make sure I got my bow gloves and here. Let me load this arrow. Yeah, no, it's gonna be wild. We're not all Legolos. Um, it sucks. No, it suck over there. I guess there's polarities all across the nation. And I had no idea about both of these destinations. I'll probably not go to Morton Grove, Illinois, but I might just go to Kennesaw, Georgia. And if you guys ever go see this guy, yeah, he has all the cool guns, probably for cheap too. Check this out. Russia issued a warning about the U.S. deep state turning Africa into a massive testing ground for medical experiments, including drugs. This Russian top general further accused the United States of spreading pandemics through a network of secret biolabs, which um, I don't deny. And to be honest, he's probably telling the truth. No. Yeah, man. I think these secret biolabs are pretty for real. Like super for real. There's a lot of proof too that old Billy Boy and Bill Gates has done a lot of medical experiments, probably with the help of some U.S. military factions, and he's caused a lot of damage. He's actually banned from India. It's not a joke. He's killed millions of people in Africa and across southern Asia and all these different locations between those locations. It's horrible. It is horrible. Uh, Bill Gates is a evil man. Evil man. Next up, more than 100 of North Korea's elite stormtroopers are dead when they sent them over to Russia to help in the Ukraine war. 1,000 more are wounded from their first battles for Russia. Oh, so I'm gonna just be honest. These guys probably don't have the same type of war experience. Since then, North Korean troop losses have mounted. On Monday, Ukrainian President Zelensky said that based on preliminary estimates, over 3,000 North Korean soldiers have been killed or wounded in Russia's Kursk region. Jeez, man. Get those boys out of there. Put those boys in the computers. I'll be honest, man. Give them a whole different situation. Let them fight in a different type of way if they even want to win. Because right now they're just target practice. Man, that sucks. I think they I don't even know how many they sent 10,000. How many? Let's see right here. They sent 10,000, right? And so 3,000 have been killed or wounded. Oh, dude, that's 30%, and it's barely been like a month. Next up, ancient pyramid uncovered during highway construction. So over in Mexico, in Hidalgo, Mexico, the highway is being redone and it's now rescheduled because of a 1,375-year-old pyramid built in the height of the multi-ethnic society known as the Mezcla Lordship. According to the December 5th announcement from Mexico's Ministry of Culture of National Institute of Anthropology, road crews first found evidence of San Miguel's site named after the nearby town of San Miguel, Mexiquitlan. In early June, archaeologists began excavating portions of the site after highway work halted, eventually unearthing portions of the structured one pyramid that consisted of 5 sectors containing of at least 10 mounds. By the end of their dig, the team recovered 155 artifacts such as shells, ceramics, and stone materials, while also noting that the evidence of charcoal, charred wood, and lime floors. Ooh, that's lime floors sound awesome. Researchers believe the ruins were likely built by the lordship of Metztitlan, also known as Metzka Lordship, a multi-ethnic culture that lived in the Sierra Alta region of the Hidalgo during the Epi-Classic and late post-Classic eras. In Wednesday's announcement, Hector Labrador Chavez, director of tourism for San Agustin Metzquitlatlan, explained that there were known remnants of pre-Hispanic civilizations in this immediate area prior to San Miguel's site discovery, and that the deeper studies are essential to uncover the cultural context of the significant find. So just like everyone is saying, Mexico is the hottest spot for archaeology right now. All across the nation, pyramids, mounds, cities, roads, chambers, societies of great value, great proof through artifacts, great size and depth are being discovered through LiDAR and through just miraculous finding. And I mean it like 50% of the land has stuff underneath it, right beneath its own feet, and people do not know it. They haven't got the LiDAR technology across the whole nation yet, but oh boy, I bet you if they do, it'll light up. I bet you if they put this LiDAR technology across the whole world, man, it'll light up like a new world, and we're gonna discover things here over the next 20 years if we are able to stay safe and peaceful, and people start using this LiDAR technology for the good in a way where like pretty much it just discovers the map of what's underneath, right? Okay, if people do that across the whole world, then like everybody everywhere will start like helping to uncover, because I mean, who knows how deep these things go. Most of the times it's like the pyramid of Egypt and the labyrinth of Giza and the whole surrounding city, where like most of these locations are like connected through underground chambers and tunnels, and it's like that across the whole world, to be honest. Like, so they're just discovering now the underground tunnel network and chambers and all the cities and locations. All it needs to be is unburied, and then everything comes together. Everything unravels. Once we start getting these places unburied, then we start unraveling more about our world and quicker ways to navigate, more in-depth disclosure on our past and why our ancestors were the way they were and all different things, and it's fascinating. It takes, man, I just find this stuff so awesome compared to like what Hollywood and MTV and all the mainstream, sex, drugs, rock and roll lifestyles all promoting. Like, I would rather go kick it with some people over there in Central America, South America, go study archaeology, smoke some trees, eat some mangoes, kick it. Yeah, just enjoy life. Go do some shamanistic ayahuasca rituals and praise Jesus Christ. Hallelujah. Hey man, we're saved another day if we make sure that we keep ourselves cleansed and never sin. Amen. And hey, how to yeah, not we'll have to worry about this crazy 9 to 5 matrix trap that people are in over here in America. And that, oh man, you know what? The better 9 to 5 job that I have and the better corporate badge, yeah, the corporate badge that I have, oh, the better that I am. The better my car is, oh, the better I am. It's like everyone lives in this materialistic lifestyle over here in America, where it's like, you have to have like better items, like it's a video game, in order to be better and in order to fit better. And it's like with this archaeology stuff, who gives a shit? We're just out here to discover the world. I don't care. No one cares about that. Yeah, yeah. I would much rather be out there right now. I'm just dreaming about it. This is new. I swear, every week there's a new discovery in a new city that an archaeologist is like, hey man, like we're finding stuff, and I mean like big stuff, not even just like, oh, I found a little doll. No, I mean like they're finding temples, ruins, complexes, using lidar to like survey 1,000 miles and whole blocks in order to see like the roadways and everything. It's crazy. It's amazing. INAH. So the researchers, they noted that they needed to build a roughly 141 foot long, 38 foot high, 2.6 foot thick rock masonry wall along the pyramid's exposed base. The excavated areas were then reburied to maintain their integrity, but not before coating the exposed areas in geotextiles to better preserve them. Oh snap! So, it sucks, I guess. Recent INAH budget cuts will reduce the 2025 funds by 45%. That's horrible. They should increase it, double it, double down. Why are they cutting it in half? That's horrible. That is horrible. Next up, over in Peru, a police officer in Lima, Peru, dressed up as the Grinch and went and did drug raids and warrant arrests and everything. It's pretty funny. They have a video of it. The Grinch. We stole Christmas. Ooh, look at you! Look what I got. Ooh. This guy's having so much fun. Oh man, yeah, it's wild. That's funny. I'm not gonna lie. Go forward. So there's just a quick analysis from Reuters that Mexico's president may be toughening fight with drug cartels. So amid a fresh wave of violence, Mexico's President Claudia Sheinbaum has sent her security chief and thousands of troops to stem a bloody escalation of drug cartel crime in Sinaloa state, signaling a shift of security strategy in the Latin American nation. In the campaign trail, Sheinbaum had promised to largely continue the security policy of her mentor and predecessor Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador, which prioritized addressing the root social causes of crime rather than attacking the cartels, an approach nicknamed Hugs Not Bullets after a catchphrase of the former president. But initial signs from her first months in office suggest a more aggressive approach with a more substantial deployment of at least 6 years of military and naval troops, as well as special forces and heavy weaponry to Sinaloa since an intra cartel war broke out September. High profile arrests and large drug seizures have followed, including a record bust of over a ton of fentanyl. That more front footed strategy could align well with President elect Donald Trump, who has called on Mexico to do more to stop the flow on drugs and migrants to the U.S. But it also risks further inflaming violence and homicides as a more confrontational position has done in the past in a country where cartels are heavily armed with military grade weapons. Sheinbaum's office did not reply to a request for comment. There is a change without a doubt. We are seeing signs that the strategy of hugs and not bullets is on the way out, said Vicente Sanchez, a security expert and member of Mexico's National System of Investigators, a government agency that works to improve the quality of Mexican research. Security experts said that they believe a new strategy is partly a response to Trump's threat to impose 25% tariffs on products from Mexico if they do not curb drug trafficking and illegal crossing of migrants into the United States. Yep. Well, the war on cartels is at a new height, I guess. Next up, Panasonic moves closer to opening a massive electric vehicle battery plant in De Soto. So on Thursdays, the leader of Panasonic Energy in North America provided an update on the construction of a new plant, building a 4.7 million square feet in the shape of a U. They've had 2 weeks of weather delays and had to cover twice due to nearby tornado warnings. Snows have been somewhat of a delay. We always have equipment issues when being delayed, like shipments like that. But every time we've been able to make it up to it when it happens. There's going to be a lot of energy needed to make the plant. Energy installed large steel main transmission lines earlier this year around the plant. They also built a switch yard in the plant. They plan to power it in every 2 weeks, but won't be using it till August. Um, they're gonna have to have 500 employees. So, yeah, I don't even. Where's this at? Where's DeSoto? Kansas City. DeSoto, Kansas City. Oh, thanks, Wasp Boss. So this is over there in Kansas. So, interesting. I guess Panasonic deals with electric vehicle and electric batteries. Had no idea about that. That's new to me. Next up, legendary drug lord Fabio Ochoa is deported to Colombia after spending 2 decades in the U.S. prisons. So right here, Fabio Ochoa is finally released from prison. 20 years. He was part of the Medellin cartel, and he was, I believe, El Chapo's one of his men, and yeah. Ochoa and his older brothers amassed a fortune when cocaine started flooding in the U.S. in the 1970s and early 1980s, according to U.S. authorities, to the point that in 1987 they were included in the Forbes magazine's list of billionaires. Living in Miami, Ochoa ran a distribution center for the cocaine cartel once headed by Pablo Escobar. Escobar died in a shootout with authorities in Medellin in 1993. Ochoa was first indicted in the U.S. for his alleged role in the 1986 killing of Barry Seal, an American pilot who flew cocaine flights from Medellin to Guayaquil, but became an informant for the DEA. So there's the movie, Barry Seal with Tom Cruise, and I guess it's based on that story. Pretty wild. I guess he's pretty old now, so he's not gonna do everything he once did. Hope not, though. Who knows? If you guys want, you guys can get $120,000 salary job working in a Navy nuclear submarine, and you have no experience needed. So, if you want to sign your life away and be stuck in a yellow submarine going down thousands of miles, hundreds of miles, whatever, tens of miles, and just be living in a sub for years, but being paid $120,000, and you think that's a perfect job for you, check it out. But for now, hope you guys like this, and this is my first episode in a while. It's been a minute. I'll be honest, it's been a minute, maybe weeks, a month or two. Who knows? Who cares? I'll be back more. We're about to start season 4. It's about to go down in 2025, man. Yeah, you're with 509 Divine Pines, man. Getting down. We ain't fucking around. Oh, man, you know that we're getting out of here, man. We're getting out of here. Hope you guys have had a wonderful time. Like, subscribe, and share. Tell everybody that you learned something new today. And tell someone you love them. Make someone smile. And this world wouldn't be great without you. So don't ever go anywhere except here to the 509 Divine Pines. Check out all my last episodes, previous episodes. There's hundreds of hours of content. And I like to say there's an episode for everybody. There's female book authors, there's male archaeologists, there's sports people, there's cannabis people, there's everything. I'll be honest, it's a little bit of everything. A little bit of everything. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. And I'll be back. I'm back. I'll be back. Peace out, guys. Love you. Have a wonderful night. God bless. Donate if you can to the 509 Divine Pines. PayPal, Cash App. Yes. Peace. Bye-bye.
Meditating, analyzing everything I see, so I see new horizons. Took the acid, feeling blasted in my brain, so I've been sitting up inside it, thinking about the present and the future. I'm improving cause I am a trooper, never getting caught up in the loop. Got up out it cause I found the truth. Woke up to a beauty of the day, the sun is shining, so I'm finna stay. Sitting, soaking up all of the rays, till I feel it surging through my brain like some booger sugar. Did a lot of cane, experimented with it, couldn't name all the times I did it, feeling like a fade. Yeah, I'm really glad that I let it go, cause I gotta be prepped for the time when the plane ride is a new norm. So I know I'm gonna stay high, blaze on the ganja, feeling like I make my music go to another level while I take off. I can't ever stop this, fell in love with it, fit like a glove, so I'm never ever done with it. So now I'm about to rip another beat, ayy. One day I'll make $1 million in a week, yeah, shooting for the top spot. Feel like I'm a hot shot, like I really got a chance with it. I will not flop, somebody gonna make it dance when I pop off. Gonna have all the bitches taking all the tops off. I've been feeling like I'm really gonna kill it for the rest of my life, so I've been staying focused. In my soul, I've been feeling like $1 million, so I know that everything is really getting closer. Yeah, no posers, only been hanging with the ones I've chosen. Only all the people that are living in the right way, cause they spending every day growing. Yeah, no whole shit coming in my life and then leaving in a moment. That's the shit I'll never let into my life again, cause lately I've been feeling like I'm golden. Never showboat, I just showcase on my music that I made this far. Always knew that I could be the one that would get this far. Now I'm right here looking in my mirror, trying to figure out if there's any more fear, cause I'm getting rid of it all, yeah. Yeah, I'm getting rid of it all. Meditating, analyzing everything I see, so I see new horizons. Took the acid, feeling blasted in my brain, so I've been sitting up inside it, thinking about the present and the future. I'm improving cause I am a trooper, never getting